Morning. Come on, boy. Morning. Beautiful Saturday. What a beautiful day. What a beautiful day. Hey, I hope you had an amazing week this week. It is Saturday, right? One more week before Christmas. Maybe you're traveling. I have the five best ways for you to burn more calories over the holidays, especially if you're traveling. And we're about to travel. We're taking a road trip. First time in a while. We don't typically travel for Christmas, but we're heading out to the mountains. We're going to be up in North Carolina. Very excited for that. And as we travel, one of the things that come up, because our family is an active family, a pretty fit family, and also our other family, I say my sister-in-law, her family, pretty active, healthy family. So one of the things like, okay, well, we want to burn calories because we're going to enjoy ourselves, but also one of the other things is, in addition to burning calories, like what's the best way to do it? Well, I know, and I'm going to share with you 5 best ways to burn more calories over Christmas. Come on, boy. He wants to mark his territory. That's another conversation. But anyway, let's get going. If you come on here live, let me know that you're here live. If you're catching a replay, just say #replay so I know you watched it. And okay, number 1, we'll get into it. And hey, by the way, if you're traveling for Christmas, where are you traveling to? I'd love to know, connect with you. Where do you take your travel to through Christmas? Do you go to families? Do you have people come to you? Do you go out of town maybe? Do you go up in the mountains? Do you go somewhere cold, somewhere warm? Here right now, I don't even need this on. It's actually really warm out. All right, so number 1, very straightforward, work out harder. That's it, work out harder. So I'm not saying you necessarily have to do the workouts I do, but I can tell you one of the best ways to burn more calories over the holiday season, especially if you travel, is work out harder. Because I know what happens, tendency is for us to just kind of shut down, and not to say you don't want to enjoy and relax, and that's what we're going to do, a lot of relaxing. We're going to do a lot of enjoying, time with family and all that. But a way to keep those pesky calories away is to just work out harder. Now, let's talk about what harder means to some of you. Let's talk about that for a minute. So harder might mean for you, maybe you're a walker right now. Maybe your exercise is walking. So maybe what you can do, and it actually is a win-win, because you can work out harder, get your body moving more, maybe moving a little bit faster, and get your workout done a little quicker. That's always a bonus, especially during the holiday season when you have a lot going on and really time, right? I'm multitasking. I got my dog walked. We have some errands to run. We got to get packed and all those things. So there's a lot going on. We're also I'm going to plan to hit the gym. We're actually looking at, believe it or not, yes. And I'm not looking for any prizes or anything, but we are looking for a place to potentially work out, especially if it's cold. My son definitely wants to. But one of the ways to do this is to work out harder. So that could be anything from walking like a normal pace to a brisk pace. So you can walk a brisk pace, get it done. This is beautiful here, by the way, too. We're still home. I'm still in Florida. So one of the ways you can do that is to walk a little harder. Maybe if you're doing weights or you're in a class, maybe a workout class is to push yourself a little bit more. Now, of course, within your own level. Now, number 2, so the first one is to work out harder, right? Number 2 is to work out smarter. So one of the smart ways to get your workouts done over the holidays is to get them done early. Get them done early before all the busyness, all the craziness, all the stuff kind of happens in your day. And it gets crazy, right? You got schedules and obligations, even if you're not even working, maybe you have off. There's a lot going on. So working out smarter, meaning just get it done, like having a plan. Now, you're like, well, Mark, I know I need to work out, but I don't really know what I should be doing. And that's probably some other conversation we need to have. If you don't know what to do, then it's going to be hard to work out harder without getting hurt or potentially getting hurt, and to work out smarter if you're not quite sure what to do. So that's the second thing. The third thing is to, when you work out, make very, 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 very important. When you work out, make sure you're doing something that you enjoy. Like, here's the thing, you want to burn more calories, you're going to probably do something you enjoy, or at least know you don't want to do something that you hate to do. Like, if you're not a walker or runner, don't run or walk, because you're not going to want to do it. And it's going to be easy to say, nah, I just won't do it. So that's the third thing. And then the fourth thing to burn more calories is to use your whole body. The fourth thing is to use your whole body. Get all of your muscles working. You see, like when you're walking is good, but you can actually, if you get your arms moving when you're walking a little faster, guess what? You're going to burn more calories. Something as simple as that. Maybe for you, it's going to the gym and doing a workout. Maybe you do a spin class, which you know you can burn a whole lot of calories. But can you imagine if you got your arms moving, or at least did some arm work? So use your entire body, whether you split it up into do different things, or you're doing a combination. Maybe you're doing some burpees and mountain climbers. I know my students love the more complex movements where you're using all of your body. One of the key things in my Lean Body Breakthrough coaching program is I make sure that our workouts are efficient and they're effective. And one of the ways we do that is to use compound movements, which just all that means, all that fancy word is, just means you're using multiple body parts, right? You're using your arms and your legs and your abs and your shoulders and your back and your chest, all those good muscles, right? And your heart and your lungs, of course, too. So that's the fourth thing. And the fifth thing, you ready for the fifth thing? I'm going to come back to it because I think it is something that even myself, you'll be surprised when you have a good plan and you have a program and you know what you're doing. You'd be surprised at how much probably harder you can push yourself when you have. Now, I say this lightly because some people are like, no, I'm older, Mark. I have to be careful how hard I push. I agree. But it doesn't mean you can't push. It doesn't mean you can't level up. It doesn't mean you can't give yourself a tougher workout. And I would say is one of the things I really enjoy is when my students tell me, Mark, this is good, but I'm feeling stronger. Can we do something harder? And I'm like, absolutely. Because when you challenge your body, when you challenge your muscles, when you challenge your lungs, guess what? You're going to burn more calories, and that's going to be great. And think about this. If you get stronger because you're working out harder, your muscles are going to get stronger. And guess what? They're also going to burn calories as well. So keep that in mind. 5 best ways to burn more calories over the holidays. I hope you have an amazing one. We're going to get on a road. Listen, I don't know if you saw it yesterday. I pinned it to the top of my page. It's kind of ridiculous. We are doing crazy end of the year. You know, I work with students in my online coaching program. It's called the Lean Body Breakthrough. And you know that I help men and women over 40 lose 30 to 50 pounds of fat and more actually within 3 to 6 months. So keep that in mind. If you're thinking about joining a gym or maybe going on some quick fix diet or doing the keto thing again and all that stuff, and maybe you lost some weight before, but then you put it back on. My question is, do you want to go running down that same path again, or do you want to run a new path? You want to go down a new direction? Because here's the difference. What happens a lot of times, people diet, they're on a path, and then they get sidetracked, and then they stop, and they get stuck. And the weight loss is waiting for them right there. Like, that's where they're best. It's right there, but a lot of times they feel so far away and they give up, or you're doing the wrong thing, or you realize you're restricting yourself. Next thing you know, it's like, oh, I did it again. Or you can be on a different path, a path that's going to get you faster, better, and longer lasting results. And if you want to know more about it, it's called the whole enchilada. We are literally giving away the whole enchilada. Just go take a peek in my profile up above. I pinned it to the top, and it has all of what you get. Now, how do you get it? Like, okay, Mark, I'm in. I want it. Well, we got to first see if you qualify. And unfortunately, I'm going to be on the road and going to be out of town next week. But if you want to connect with me today, we can schedule some times. We're already booking times for the last week of the year. Can you imagine having everything set up for you for the last week of the year? Like, can you imagine having everything set up for you for 2022, the next 3, 6, or even 12 months, and getting yourself in the best shape of your life? It's going to be beyond just burning a few more calories, as you know, over the holidays. And let me ask you this. I'm planning to, I don't know about you, and I want to know, you could drop some fire emojis below if you want. I want to know if you're planning to pursue your best health in 2022. I'm going to own it. I think I can do this. I'm going to own this right now, and I'll be the first unless somebody beat me to the punch, I'm going to own it by putting some fire emojis to let you know that this year, the year I turn 50, I am going to be in the best shape of my life. I am going to pursue getting in the best physical, and I hope emotional and spiritual and mental health that I possibly can. And you can too. Are you coming with me? Drop some fire emojis if you're coming with me. Take care. God